We got why fast food sucks now. Now, fast food do suck, bro. I don't know what it is with fast food nowadays, bro, but that shit is ass. Like, it's only a couple fast food spots I fuck with, and I'm gonna get to them later on in the video. But let's go and check out this shit and see what y'all think. 'Cause I know a lot of y'all fat, tubby, gooey, bad built bath. I don't know. A lot of y'all niggas be eating these fast food spots like McDonald's, Burger King. Y'all be loving that shit. So this video for you. Let's check it out.
I'm going to show you a few different modern fast food locations with the logos removed, and I want to see if you can guess which restaurant it is. Here is number 1. That's
yeah, I knew that was Panda Express.
Is Panda Express.
I fuck with Panda Express. Do y'all fuck with Panda Express?
Here's number 2. That is Arby's.
I don't fuck with Arby's, gang. I don't. Nigga asked me if I want to eat some Arby's. I'm turning around, I'm walking out, and I might smack you before I do that.
Here's number 3. That is Burger King.
That's a Burger King?
Number 4. That is Wendy's. Fast food restaurants in America have completely lost their identity, but it doesn't stop at these soulless gray buildings.
Cause bro, I remember the McDonald's used to have the playground, the slides, the colorful shit. Nigga, I used to go to McDonald's and sit in that bitch and play the game. They used to have a GameCube in that bitch and everything. Now we don't get none of that no more, bro.
Fast food used to be cheap, tasty, and most importantly, fast. And on top of that, the experience used to be fun. Today, the color is gone. The prices for a meal are almost the same as a regular restaurant, and the service is slower than ever. What used to be these creative architectural fun houses have transformed into sterile gray boxes that are severely lacking identity. Some of them kinda look like modern homes, some of them look like banks, some of them just look like corporate. Some of them kinda look like modern homes, some of them look.
I ain't gonna lie, this is insane. I never seen no Taco Bell like this. This shit gotta be AI.
Look like banks. Some of them just look like corporate offices. But when you remove—
Hold on. I'm not trying to keep pausing the video, but I just keep noticing bullshit.
Homes. Some of them look like banks. Some of them—
Fiery Buffalo Nuggets. Burger King. Fiery Buffalo Nuggets. Now, you tell me if that sound appetizing, bro. If I catch any of y'all niggas eating Fiery Buffalo Nuggets, I'ma smack fiery buffalo nuggets out your ass. I'ma smack fire out your ass. You tell me you wanna wake up in the morning and be like, okay, today I'm finna go to Burger King and I'm gonna get some fiery buffalo nuggets. Don't piss me off, bro.
Them just look like corporate offices, but when you remove the logo, you genuinely could not tell what restaurant it was. Compare that to what this architectural illustrator posted on Reddit. Even without the logos, you can still tell which building belongs to each fast food brand.
What?
The original buildings featured stucco walls, red clay tile roofs, exposed wooden beams, and arched entryways.
I didn't know that.
Now, you get a gray box with a modern purple LED light. Pizza Hut's red roof became such an iconic part of their design that now, when a new business takes over the building and attempts to redesign, everyone knows it used to be a Pizza Hut. But today's Pizza Hut? Yep, another gray box. McDonald's used to have these big glowing arches you could see from a mile away. I was surprised to find out that there are still—
When I was little, bro, a nigga used to enjoy going to McDonald's, like, low key. Get a Happy Meal, you get to play the game, you get to go in there and play on the slide and shit, bro. What happened to that shit?
Still a few locations that maintain that 1960s vintage look. Take this Bloomington, Minnesota location, for example. It still has the massive arches on each side, the red and white striped bricks around the edges, and red outline gives it this cartoonish but welcoming vibe. But sometime in 2023, they decided to get rid of all that charm and paint it gray. There are still a few locations out there that haven't been modernized. This one in Dunedin, Florida looks absolutely beautiful with the palm trees and the bright blue sky. Or check out this stunning Durham, North Carolina location. This photo was taken in 2021, but it looks like we took a time machine back to 1993. Sadly, this one was also painted entirely gray in 2024. Even this location outside of Disney World looked like a theme park of its own. And I'm sad to admit that this creative masterpiece has been replaced by what looks like a corporate headquarters. Now, one of the main reasons behind the gray box box trend is that it's a safer, smarter real estate investment. This strategy leans heavily on modular construction and prefab standardized architecture. When a previous brand needed a very specific build out, which usually came down to their custom roofs, it just costs more. And in a way, they're also preparing for their imminent failure, because these vague buildings can be transformed into just about any other business.
That makes sense though, from a business perspective of it. Like, you feel me? It makes sense because you're trying to build the shit fast in the most efficient way possible, but you kind of fuck up the experience when you do that. You know what I mean?
This Wendy's was transformed into a Burger King. In Missouri, this old Burger King was turned into a Wendy's. This former Taco Bell KFC combo was turned into a local pharmacy. And this former Arby's is now a local pizzeria. Each restaurant lost all its character.
Right.
But it's not just the exterior that lost its character. The interior is where many of these places thrived. Stepping inside used to feel like entering a little world of its own. Taco Bell had these purple and teal Art Deco chairs, textured wall tiles, and neon squiggles that felt like walking through a 90s arcade.
I never went to Taco Bell, but I did when I was younger. Nigga used to go to McDonald's and be in that bitch like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
People today would probably call this tacky,
all this shit just
and they might not be wrong,
just watered
but damn,
down.
It has an identity. Wood-paneled walls, stained glass lamps hanging above every table, plush burgundy booths, and soft yellow lighting that made it feel more like a cozy living room than a fast food joint. And these sunrooms? Dude, these sunrooms absolutely ripped. Pizza Hut felt like a legit sit-down restaurant, with thick carpeting, red vinyl booths, and those iconic Tiffany-style lamps that turned every meal into a dimly lit
How many of y'all
occasion.
remember the Pizza Hut? How many of y'all remember the Pizza Hut buffet, bro? A lot of y'all niggas don't remember this shit. Y'all niggas weren't here for these days. Nigga, Pizza Hut used to have a full buffet and that shit. I'm talking about, it was like a little salad bar, but it had the buffet effect to it. You know what I'm saying? And you can go in that bitch, get a hot ass pizza, and just chill. Bro, they had to look at these lamps. Look at these lamps in here, man. This shit is gorgeous, bro. Shit is gorgeous. Now, bro, Pizza Hut, I just get on my phone and order that shit online, bro, nowadays.
Iconic Tiffany-style lamps that turned every meal into a dimly lit occasion.
Quick question, who got the best
McDonald's
pizza
had
right
burger
now? Quick,
seats.
let me know.
Look at these burger seats. Are they a little terrifying? Sure, but I think we can all agree that we want them back. And when management started encouraging a more kid-friendly atmosphere, almost every franchisee built massive playgrounds and indoor sets packed with massive tubes, nets, and ball pits to play in while the adults got to enjoy their meal. However, for years, McDonald's had been dealing with injury lawsuits where kids hurt themselves climbing around rope ladders and monkey bars.
Damn.
In a 5-year span alone, from 1986 to 1991, 1,500 injury claims were filed against McDonald's when kids fell off their equipment or got trapped in one of their structures. Hundreds, if not thousands of injuries.
That's that's the parents' fault with them dumbass kids that don't know how to play. Nigga, when I was younger, bro, I knew right from wrong. I knew not to put my arm in this or not to do this dumb shit because I would get fucked up. Like, that's the parents' fault. McDonald's shouldn't be liable for that, bro. Not gonna lie.
Went unreported, and not to mention the sanitation concerns. Even as a kid, I knew those things were filthy.
Damn.
A location in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn was redesigned to a 1980s theme for a Marvel movie, and to no surprise at all, everyone loves it. And even though it still doesn't look like a true time capsule, it's just enough retro and modern combined to give the place a lot more soul. And if you're watching this and you have a fast food location near you that still has some old school charm, drop it in the comments because I want to see. But the blueprint for the modern fast food gray box, the minimalism, the neutral tone textured wallpaper, the IKEA chairs that hurt to sit in, the inoffensive abstract art, the dim industrial lighting, it can all be blamed on Chipotle. Chipotle's early 2000s expansion marked a turning point in the fast
Chipotle? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I recently started fucking with Chipotle. Like, I recently started eating Chipotle. I didn't know they was behind all this, and then I see the little dispo right here. They probably got some zop in that
food industry. Their concept was called fast casual. You still got your food quickly, but the experience felt more elevated. The menu was simple, the ingredients were marketed as fresher, and the interiors ditched the kid-friendly chaos in favor of something more modern. Because of this, they were able to charge a higher price, and teenagers, college kids, and young professionals were more than willing to pay. But they weren't just paying for vibes. Those 2010s Chipotle burritos burritos were massive. You used to get at least 2 servings of food for one price, which made it comparable to 2 fast food trips. Chipotle's success came at a time when McDonald's and other giant
don't get me started on this shit, bro. I go to Chipotle nowadays. They not even trying to give me all my chicken and all my shit that I'm trying to get on there. I say, can I get chicken? She scooped the chicken on there. It's barely chicken on that bitch. It's barely any chicken on that hoe. I said, can I get a little bit more? I'm talking about she grabbed like 2 little ass pieces of chicken and put it on there. I say, bitch, give me some more goddamn chicken, man. Like, fill my bowl up, man. Like, Chipotle, fill my shit up, bro. Fill up my bowl with chicken, gang. Like, and then another thing, bro. The Chipotle workers act like the food coming directly out of their paycheck. Like, nigga, no, bro. Like, y'all not getting no extra pay or no less pay for giving me this skimpy ass bowl. My nigga, fill my shit up. I'm paying y'all for this food. Get me right. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was a Chipotle worker, I'm dumping shit. I'm dumping nigga. I'm filling niggas bowls up, man. I ain't lying, bro.
In 2003, McDonald's stock price fell to a 9-year low, and in Q4 of 2023 was the first net loss in profits they ever had, losing $344 million. Public pressure around junk food intensified during this period. The Super Size Me documentary further tarnished the company's brand. The doc followed Morgan Spurlock, who ate at McDonald's restaurants 3 times a day every day for a month, consuming every item on the chain's menu at least once. At the end of the experiment, the 32-year-old had gained 24.5 pounds, a 13% body mass increase, increased his cholesterol to dangerous levels, and became the proof the media needed to paint fast food as the face of America's obesity crisis.
Bro, but let's be real though. Any nigga eating McDonald's that much, you got some screws loose in your head, man. Cause why the fuck you eating McDonald's that much, bro? McDonald's like a once a month type of shit. And that's like not even that for real. I go to McDonald's to get maybe some fries, maybe apple pie, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little McFlurry every now and then, you know what I'm saying? I'm only eating McDonald's if I'm just fucking starving or if it's like 3 in the morning or something.
So
like
while
shit
McDonald's
like that.
scrambled to repair its image,
Other than that, I ain't
Chipotle was
eating that
thriving, offering a cleaner, simpler, healthier experience that looked and felt like the opposite of everything fast food had become.
Chipotle time coming though.
McDonald's
Chipotle
started
for
the
sure.
Forever Young campaign to transform the playground feel into a cafe-style space. What resulted was a push for a more contemporary aura, and Apple taught the entire retail world that an ultra-minimalist design could signal trust and quality. Today, seemingly every fast food chain takes a little bit of inspiration from Chipotle, Starbucks, and the Apple Store,
That's
which
crazy.
has majorly contributed to them losing what made them special in the first place.
Y'all gotta understand though, like this is like a business lesson at the same time. Cause it's like everybody just following along with what the top performer is doing. You feel me?
Fast food restaurants were meant to be bold, fun, and kid-friendly, or even calm and cozy sit-downs for the family. But designers Lynn Rosenbaum and Michael Muchoff told the YouTube channel Cheddar that the design choices are nothing more than a marketing tactic.
We have to be perceived as new and fresh and offering food that is new and fresh. What has changed within our restaurant? We want to communicate that to the customer on the outside, and the easiest way to do that is through architecture.
That makes sense though.
How can we make it look healthier, but not actually make it healthier? That's basically the gist. I don't think any logical person is expecting fast food to be healthy out all night.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. That's why I had to stop fucking with Whataburger too. I'm talking about how the hell I go to Whataburger, get some fries in a burger, and as soon as I get my fries, them bitches cold. I'm talking about I grab my fries out the bag. You know how you get your food and you driving and you just, reach over there and grab a couple fries. Nigga, my fries was cold as a brick already. I said, what the fuck is going on here?
This is like KFC refused to change the oil in their fryers, so you can't even taste the chicken anymore. And those so-called crispy fries you ordered look like they were defrosted, placed under a heat lamp, and served without anyone noticing they missed a crucial step.
No
Even
seasoning or
YouTuber,
nothing.
The Report of the Week, who has spent the past decade reviewing fast food menu items, just about had a meltdown over the decline in quality and service across every big chain in the US after countless bad experiences in 2023.
Instances not as bad as this, but where there have been problems with my order, with the quality, it's just elapsing more and more. And it's not just Culver's. It's every place.
At least it's still cheap, right? Nope.
No.
Chick-fil-A, Arby's, Wendy's, Jimmy John's, Chipotle, Taco Bell, Popeyes, and McDonald's all raised their prices by 55 to 100% between 2014 and 2024.
Damn.
Most of us can remember a time where $5 could fill you up at most restaurants. Maybe you'd snag a couple of grillers,
Bro,
or
that
a fill-up
$5 ain't
box
buying
from
you
Taco
shit no
Bell,
more.
a McDouble, McChicken, and fries, a famous bowl from KFC, and even if you
And I just know some of y'all fat, gooey, slob built motherfuckers, y'all mouth just watering looking at all this food on the screen. Y'all, I know, bro. You gotta cut that out, bro. Go get some fruit in your life, man. Fat ass dude.
from Taco Bell, a
let
McDouble,
me stop
McChicken,
playing.
and fries, a famous bowl from KFC, and even if you wanted to get full meals, you'd still spend less than $10. What I found shocking is that Columbus, Ohio has the most affordable fast food in the country, but meals still cost $10 on average. Most cities average $12 to $13 for a fast food meal, and I can say with certainty, at least where I live, that there are plenty of local restaurants serving way better food for $13. Some McDonald's locations were charging as high as $18 for a Big Mac meal. In 2024, the McDonald's
I'd be
president
damned.
Joe Erlinger attempted to address many of the concerns that Americans had with McDonald's prices significantly rising. It's no longer about being cheap, it's about being lazy. A professor of marketing at Johns Hopkins said, "These chains are not charity organizations. They're not trying to serve cheap food to people who are complaining about high prices. They're trying to get people who have either stopped going to the store or never went there." I suspect the value pricing approach is working for McDonald's. Okay. So, they killed the vibes, ruined the taste, charge way too much money. Is it at least still fast? Well,
Fuck no.
the speed of service has drastically decreased as Americans become more dependent on the drive-thru. America runs on urgency. Our cities are built to drive around, not stop and hang out in. Our work weeks are packed, our commutes are long, and our breaks are short. Everything in our culture tells us to move faster, work more, and consume more. So we designed an entire meal experience around not having to stop moving. Pull up in your car, order before you speak to a person, get your food in a brown bag, and don't even look inside until you're already merging onto the highway, and stuff the
Right.
fries down your throat with one hand while the other is on the wheel. Drive-thrus aren't about
Why is shit like this now? Like, it didn't used to be like this, bro. Like, I was just saying that, how I be eating the fries while I'm driving. And the fries be cold as fuck.
way, and stuff the fries down your throat with one hand while the other is on the wheel. Drive-thrus aren't about convenience. They're a survival mechanism for a society that doesn't have time to sit down. But now even that convenience is starting to collapse. What used to be a 3 to 5 minute pit stop has turned into a 15+ minute wait behind a line of frustrated drivers. Even places like In-N-Out are facing major problems with lines that literally cause traffic on the highways next to them. Pretty much every Chick-fil-A I've ever been to around lunchtime has 2 rows of 20+ cars bumper to bumper. Many locations are trying to combat these frustrating wait times by having staff walk around with iPads so you can get that somewhat satisfaction that your order is being taken care of, but it doesn't make the food come out any faster. Now you might think that removing drive-thrus in some locations or incentivizing walk-ins would somehow speed things up, but fast food restaurants have done their homework. Like this concept released by Taco Bell in 2022 for their new vision for making service easier than ever before, or the new designs Chick-fil-A is rolling out that prioritize quick service, or Jimmy John's cutting down the size of their restaurant to resemble more of a studio apartment. To make it even
that bitch look like a damn coffee shop, man.
more streamlined, restaurants are releasing AI menu stands that replace human staff members, and the responses have been mixed, with some customers
got that shit the
praising
other
the
day when I went to the
decision and
store,
others
bro.
arguing this is one step further in the wrong direction. So correct orders and no more attitudes for no reason? More jobs with human contact are going away. With fast food restaurants doing everything they can to make service seamless and Americans demanding even more convenience, how far away are we from a robotic arm extending from a building and just dumping the food right into our mouths? But as grim as the future looks, there is a way to fight this. There is a way to demand change, get better quality food, better prices, better speeds, and an all-around better experience. The solution is quite simple, and it's being implemented all over the world. Fast food is better outside of America, not just by opinion, but by design. Many nations have stricter regulations on food quality, preservatives, and sourcing. In places like Japan, France, or Germany, the ingredients are often fresher, the portions are more
crazy,
balanced,
bro.
and the presentation is far more respectful.
That's crazy how we got to go to another country to get the same food that we supposed to be getting in our country. Like, what the fuck is wrong with America, bro? Like, America is one of the greatest countries in the world, but it's always feel like something missing.
Full of the dining experience.
You get what I'm saying?
But this change
Oh,
didn't
no.
necessarily happen out of respect. It was by force. Like in France, when 5 activist farmers tore down a McDonald's that was being built in the southern town of Malau in August 1999. They handed out Roquefort cheese at the protest, which they said was to denounce US import restrictions and hormone-treated beef. But this was a calculated attack. In that same week, French farmers dumped 6 tons of manure on a McDonald's restaurant in Arles. This was a symbol of resistance against American food imperialism and the spread of unhealthy, standardized
That's
meals.
crazy.
And it wasn't just about the food, they were defending culture, agriculture, and tradition. And it worked. French consumers began demanding locally sourced ingredients, and McDonald's responded. Today, around 75% of the food served in McDonald's France is sourced domestically. Now, this doesn't mean go and destroy your local McDonald's, but it is proof that a protest goes a long way. Also, McDonald's Europe became the first food service retailer in many markets to sell Marine Stewardship Council certified sustainable fish. The MSC is widely considered the gold standard certification for sustainable wild-caught seafood. Because if they did not meet these standards, then European countries would simply not allow them to serve fish. In India, they mostly don't serve beef or pork items due to religious values held by the citizens. In China, they serve taro pies. Taro is a plant native to Southeast Asia whose roots and leaves are used for food in this region. In Saudi Arabia, 100% of their menu must be halal. Therefore, all products served at McDonald's restaurants are inspected and approved by local authorities and Islamic inspectors.
So basically, bro, niggas need to start getting on their ass. Honestly. And that's what we need more of, bro. Motherfuckers gotta stop being so damn nice, nigga. The world is too, like, not the world. Let me not say the world. Motherfuckers in America is too nice, bro. We afraid to hurt niggas' feelings. We afraid to tell niggas the truth. And that shit's a problem, bro. Because, like I said, the truth will set you free, bro. So if you not telling niggas what they need to hear, they gonna keep doing the bullshit, bro, until it just all come down.
At the countries of
I
export.
ain't lying, bro.
The point is, McDonald's and other fast food restaurants will abide by socio-cultural, religious, food preferences, and environmental factors, or they will simply not be allowed to serve food in that country. And they might even complement the country with a vibey atmosphere. They'll serve food in decommissioned planes in New Zealand, a colorful building pagoda in China, or a ski up in Sweden. The end result, better service, better food, better vibes,
better
and customers
experience.
who treat eating as something worth sitting down for. All of these point to the fact that fast food restaurants can still be colorful, fun, cheap, and have the best quality food available for their meals. It's just that they only change when people finally start to walk away. This is not the answer you want, but it is the truth. Sure, the buildings are gray and bland. Sure, the service is slow. Sure, the food doesn't taste as good, and corporate greed is driving up the price. But you can protest. You can just stop going.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not protesting no fucking fast food. I'm just gonna stop eating it, but I'm just gonna go eat somewhere else. Simple as that. Let me know what y'all think about this video down below, man. It's your boy Prophet. See y'all niggas in the next video, man. Here we go.